New York City, often glamorized in media and popular culture, has a hidden underbelly of dark truths that reveal the harsh realities of life in this bustling metropolis. From crime-ridden neighborhoods to the struggles of everyday life, here are 14 hidden truths that shed light on the darker side of living in New York City. Number 1. The tragic tale of Kitty Genovese. In the quiet neighborhood of Kew Gardens, Queens, Kitty Genovese lived an ordinary life until one fateful night in 1964. As she returned home from work, a predator lurked in the shadows, waiting to shatter her sense of security. The brutal attack that ensued echoed through the streets, a chilling symphony of terror and desperation. Despite Kitty's piercing screams for help, the darkness of urban apathy enveloped her. Neighbors peered through curtains, but their eyes remained veiled by indifference. 30 long minutes passed, a lifetime of agony for Kitty, as the assailant's violence went unchecked. It was a stark revelation of the disconnect that can plague densely populated cities, where anonymity can breed callousness. Kitty Genovese's tragic fate sparked a national conversation about responsibility and empathy. Her story became a cautionary tale, a haunting reminder of the price of silence in the face of injustice. It prompted communities to re-examine their social fabric, urging them to break the silence and stand united against apathy's corrosive grip. Number 2. The horrors of the 1970s subway system. In the gritty underworld of New York City's subway system in the 1970s, fear lurked in every darkened tunnel and graffiti-covered car. Passengers navigated a labyrinth of danger, where the line between commute and survival blurred. Muggings, assaults, and even murders stained the steel tracks with the blood of the innocent. One infamous incident crystallized the city's fears. Bernard Goetz, dubbed the subway vigilante, confronted a group of young men he believed were about to rob him. His actions, born from a climate of fear and distrust, ignited debates about self-defense and vigilantism. It was a snapshot of a city teetering on the edge, where justice often took desperate measures. The 1970s marked a dark chapter in the subway's history, a time when every trip underground carried a risk. Yet it also spurred a collective determination to reclaim public spaces from the specter of violence. Through concerted efforts and community vigilance, New Yorkers embarked on a journey to restore safety and reclaim their subterranean lifelines. Number 3. The plight of homelessness. Beneath the glittering skyscrapers and bustling streets of New York City lies a hidden population, invisible yet ever-present: the homeless. Theirs is a story of struggle, resilience, and societal neglect. In the shadowy depths of abandoned subway tunnels, documentaries like Dark Days shed light on their daily battles for survival. For many, homelessness is not just a lack of shelter but a cascade of challenges. Mental health issues, addiction, and systemic barriers entrench them in a cycle of despair. The city's shelters overflow with those seeking refuge, their faces etched with the harsh realities of life on the streets. Yet, amid the bleakness, glimmers of hope emerge. Non-profit organizations and tireless advocates extend a lifeline, offering housing, support services, and a beacon of compassion. Their efforts illuminate the path toward a more inclusive city, where every resident has a place to call home. Number 4. The rise and fall of Times Square's seediness. Times Square, once a neon-lit playground of vice and indulgence, bore witness to a dramatic transformation in the 1990s. The era of adult theaters, seedy establishments, and illicit activities gave way to a new vision of family-friendly entertainment and commercialism. Mayor Rudy Giuliani's crusade against Times Square's seediness became a symbol of urban renewal and order. The crackdown on crime and quality-of-life offenses reshaped the iconic district's identity. Yet, with the purging of its grit came debates about sanitization and the erasure of cultural heritage. Times Square's evolution mirrors New York City's perpetual dance between progress and preservation. It serves as a canvas where the city's aspirations and contradictions are writ large, a testament to the ever-changing face of urban landscapes. Number 5. The struggles of immigrant communities. Amid New York City's towering skyline, the narratives of immigrant communities weave a tapestry of resilience and adversity. Across generations, waves of immigrants have sought refuge and opportunity within the city's embrace. Yet their journeys are often marked by hardship and discrimination. The Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 stands as a stark reminder of America's troubled history with immigration. Chinese immigrants faced systemic barriers and xenophobic attitudes, their dreams tempered by exclusionary policies. Similar struggles echoed through Irish, Italian, Jewish, and other immigrant groups, each carving out a piece of the American dream amidst prejudice and hardship. Yet within these challenges lie stories of triumph and cultural enrichment. Chinatown's Little Italies and ethnic enclaves pulse with the vibrancy of diverse traditions and resilience. Immigrant communities forge bonds of solidarity, supporting one another in the face of adversity and discrimination, embodying the spirit of e pluribus unum, out of many, one. Number 6. The epidemic of gun violence. In the shadows of towering skyscrapers, another epidemic silently ravages New York City's neighborhoods: gun violence. The echo of gunfire shatters the tranquility of communities, leaving behind shattered lives and unfulfilled dreams. Illegal firearms flow through illicit channels, their deadly impact reverberating through the city's streets. For residents of affected neighborhoods, every day is a delicate dance with danger. Grassroots organizations and activists wage a tireless battle against the tide of violence, advocating for stricter gun control measures and addressing root causes. Yet the scars of lost lives and shattered families bear witness to the urgent need for comprehensive solutions. Gun violence transcends statistics. It leaves behind a trail of trauma and grief that ripples through communities. Each victim's story is a stark reminder of the human cost of inaction, urging society to confront this epidemic with empathy, determination, and a commitment to building safer communities for all. Number 7. The high cost of living. Beneath New York City's dazzling facade of prosperity lies a sobering reality: the exorbitant cost of living. Rent prices soar to astronomical heights, squeezing residents between the pressures of survival and the allure of the city's opportunities. Gentrification, once a beacon of renewal, now casts a shadow of displacement and inequality. For many New Yorkers, the dream of homeownership remains elusive, relegated to the realm of fantasy amidst soaring property values. Affordable housing initiatives strive to bridge the gap, yet the demand far outstrips the supply. Longtime residents find themselves priced out of neighborhoods they once called home, grappling with the harsh realities of economic disparity. Amid these challenges, advocates and policymakers champion housing affordability as a fundamental right. Their voices echo through rallies and policy debates, demanding solutions that ensure every New Yorker can afford a place to live and thrive in the city they call home. Number 8. The legacy of racial tensions. New York City's vibrant mosaic of cultures is not without its fractures: deep-seated racial tensions that echo through history. From the Harlem riots of 1935 to the Crown Heights riot of 1991, moments of unrest expose the fault lines of inequality and injustice. Communities of color bear the brunt of systemic racism, facing barriers in education, employment, and justice. The struggle for racial justice is woven into the city's fabric, a narrative of resilience and resistance. Activists and grassroots movements amplify marginalized voices, demanding accountability and systemic change. Yet the journey towards equity is fraught with challenges, requiring collective action and unwavering commitment to dismantling structural inequalities. As New York City grapples with its past and present, the call for racial reconciliation grows louder. Dialogue, empathy, and a shared vision of inclusivity are essential to bridging divides and creating a city where every resident can thrive, regardless of race or background. Number 9. The challenges of public education. Within New York City's sprawling landscape, the promise of education is both a beacon of hope and a battleground of inequities. Public schools, tasked with nurturing the next generation, face a myriad of challenges, from overcrowded classrooms to funding disparities that perpetuate educational inequalities. Schools in low-income neighborhoods bear the weight of resource shortages, impacting the quality of education and opportunities available to students. The debate over specialized high schools' admissions policies underscores broader issues of access and representation. Educators, parents, and policymakers engage in heated discussions, seeking solutions that ensure every child receives a quality education. Amidst these challenges, the dedication of teachers, advocates, and community leaders shines bright. Their tireless efforts to bridge gaps, advocate for equitable funding, and create inclusive learning environments are crucial steps towards a brighter future for all students in New York City. Number 10. The strain on mental health services. In the fast-paced rhythm of New York City life, mental health often takes a backseat amid the hustle and bustle. Yet the invisible wounds of anxiety, depression, and trauma run deep, affecting individuals from all walks of life. Access to affordable mental health services remains a daunting challenge, leaving many grappling with their demons in silence. The tragic story of artist Snow, whose battle with addiction and mental illness ended in suicide, casts a sobering light on the struggles faced by many. Advocates and organizations tirelessly champion mental health awareness, pushing for increased funding, destigmatization, and access to care. As the city grapples with the strain on mental health services, community support networks emerge as lifelines of hope and healing. From peer support groups to therapy initiatives, New Yorkers come together to destigmatize mental illness and create a culture of empathy and understanding. Number 11. The underground economy. Beneath the veneer of legality and commerce, New York City harbors a shadowy underworld and underground economy fueled by illicit activities. From drug trafficking to human exploitation, vulnerable populations often bear the brunt of criminal enterprises that thrive in the city's hidden corners. Immigrant communities, in particular, face exploitation and marginalization within these clandestine industries. Law enforcement agencies wage a constant battle against organized crime, dismantling networks and rescuing victims of trafficking. Economic empowerment initiatives seek to provide legitimate avenues for livelihood, offering pathways out of the underground economy's grip. The fight against the underground economy is a multifaceted endeavor, requiring collaboration between law enforcement, community organizations, and policymakers. By addressing root causes, providing support to vulnerable populations, and promoting economic opportunities, New York City strives to reclaim its streets from the shadows of illicit activities. Number 12. The environmental impact. Beyond the towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, New York City grapples with the environmental footprint of urban living. Pollution, waste management challenges, and climate vulnerabilities pose pressing threats to the city's sustainability and resilience. Superstorm Sandy's devastating impact in 2012 laid bare the city's vulnerability to climate change and extreme weather events. Environmental justice advocates highlight disparities in pollution exposure, emphasizing the need for equitable solutions that prioritize the well-being of all residents. Sustainability initiatives, from green infrastructure projects to renewable energy campaigns, are integral to mitigating the city's environmental impact. By fostering a culture of conservation, resilience, and environmental stewardship, New York City charts a path towards a greener, more sustainable future for generations to come. Number 13. The struggle for LGBTQ rights. New York City's streets echo with the footsteps of LGBTQ activists whose tireless advocacy has transformed the landscape of rights and acceptance. From the historic Stonewall riots to ongoing battles for equality, the city stands as a beacon of progress and inclusion. Yet challenges persist. Discrimination, violence, and barriers to healthcare and support services continue to impact LGBTQ individuals. Transgender and non-binary communities face heightened risks and systemic hurdles, underscoring the ongoing fight for comprehensive protections and recognition. In the face of adversity, resilience blooms. LGBTQ organizations, pride events, and cultural celebrations amplify voices and visibility, fostering a more inclusive city for all. New York City's journey towards LGBTQ rights serves as a testament to the power of community, solidarity, and the pursuit of equality. Number 14. The resilience of New Yorkers. In the heart of New York City beats a rhythm of resilience, a collective spirit that rises in the face of adversity. From the aftermath of 9/11 to the challenges of a global pandemic, New Yorkers unite in strength, compassion, and unwavering resolve. Acts of kindness ripple through the city's streets, neighbors supporting neighbors in times of need. Community organizations and grassroots initiatives emerge as lifelines of support, bridging divides and fostering solidarity. The COVID-19 pandemic, while testing the city's resilience, also showcased its capacity for innovation, cooperation, and resilience. New York City's spirit endures, a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the bonds that bind communities together. As the city navigates the complexities of urban life, its resilience remains a beacon of hope, unity, and the enduring power of the human spirit. And that's it from this video. See you in the next one.